Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ludvig Friberger to the stage. So, unfortunately, we don't have time to ask you a few questions before, so we're just going to let you get right to your presentation. We're really excited to hear about your view on programming and how important it is for your company.
Okay, thank you. As you were just told, my background is in advertising and programming, and that is the areas that I have been focusing on while leading CarpetVista ahead. So I will tell you a little bit about CarpetVista as a company and our philosophy. I was part of the team that funded CarpetVista in 2005, and we are a pure e-commerce company. We run 2 sites, CarpetVista and RugVista. On CarpetVista we sell handmade rugs, and on RugVista we sell machine-made rugs. And our rugs is in the price range from 20 euro for a quite simple rug up to 150,000 euro for an exquisite antique rug. So I think we covered the whole rug thing. Well, we have a growth of about 30% each year, and I think that's a quite healthy pace to move the company forward. We can make sure to keep our company culture intact when getting more people into the organization, and also let the people that arrives in the organization have time to find their place. Just to give you a hint of our current status, I've given you some key figures here on screen for 2013. And if you add about 30% to that, that's where we are today. I've also included earnings in those key figures, and I think that earnings are not very much talked about in e-commerce. And I really think that earnings are important, because that gives you the possibility to grow organically using the funds generated by the company itself. And of course that gives a lot of liberty of action. It doesn't give the limitations that comes with external funding. So you can actually do what you believe is best at all times and have a very long-term perspective on things. And to actually achieve earning, of course, great product is a need. You can't do e-commerce without the great products. But you can also optimize all the processes in the company to make sure you do everything as efficiently and with the highest possible quality. And when the company actually stands on its own feet, I think that has a significant effect on company culture. You have to earn every penny you spend. And we have strived to create a company culture where every person in the company strives to optimize the results of their efforts. And we've tried to create a company culture where every person has the opportunity to do so. And one important thing there is to let everybody be involved in creating the tools that they use for their everyday activities. And in this case, it's the technical platform. So when we started CarpetVista, we evaluated a lot of different technical platforms. And we found that back then in 2005, none of those really suited us. So we decided to create our own platform. And looking back, I think that was one of the best decisions we ever made, because that has affected the whole company in a very significant way. It gave us the opportunity to actually tailor-make the platform to suit us in the best possible way, and to be creative about how to do stuff. And not only the programmers being creative, but the whole organization and every person that uses the platform is actually creative and finds out new ways to improve the platform in such a way that they get more efficient in what they are doing. And I think it brings a lot of satisfaction to actually use the tools that you have helped design and to feel that you get the maximal output from your efforts. And as I told you, we get ideas from everywhere. One of our best marketing ideas actually came from the manager of the warehouse. And when we get an idea, most oftenly to execute it, you have to update the software in some way. So we create a small group containing the people that had ID in the first place, some relevant colleagues, and some programmers. And we find out, we try to make the initial ID better. Often we succeed in doing that. And then we find out how much time it would cost, because we're doing everything internally, to execute the ID. And we try to evaluate how much it's worth executed. That gives us a base of decision to decide either to implement the ID directly, to wait a bit, or to discard the ID. And automation is not only about making things more effective, but also increasing quality. If you, for example, take a repetitive task and automate that, you make sure it is executed perfectly every time. And you also free up a lot of time from the people that used to do that. And so that they can do much more creative things with their time and help the company in a better way. So we started out with a very basic platform in 2005. We just sold a few carpets each day, so it wasn't a problem then. It just contained some product handling, order handling, and payments. But as the company grew, the platform grew with it. And now it actually supports all the processes that is recurrent in the company. And some processes are fully automated. And it spans from sourcing all the way to the follow-up of customer satisfaction of the orders. And it involves everything in between. And there's a constant process of making the platform better. And every day, some of my colleagues comes up with new ideas on either how to maybe add a button so that they can be more effective, or making some kind of change on the site to be able to sell more, or maybe increase customer satisfaction. When we started CarpetVista, we knew that we were going to sell across all of Europe. And we didn't choose to take one country at a time, but to let math choose where to spend our advertising money. And how we did that was to cast a quite wide web over all the markets. And we looked at where we got the best return on investments. And that was not actually at all where we expected it to be. So it was a wise decision then. And when, as we do work with 18 different languages, and we only have 17% of our sales in our home market, it's very important to have great tools to keep track of what you're doing. And to make the marketing process more efficient. And one of those tools is a bidding engine that's included in the platform that actually calculates new bids for 100,000 different keywords every day. And that way we can optimize our marketing costs. And to update 100,000 bids every day wouldn't really be possible to do manually. So when you are about to automate stuff, you need to choose where to start and what to automate. Well, things that contain numbers and calculation is obviously something that's good when automated, because machines do that much better than humans. But also with tasks that are often repeated, like for example packing and picking. If you do optimization of those tasks, even a small decrease in time can make a real significance, since they're done many times. So many processes are not really optimal for full automation, but not either optimal to do manually. One example of that is sourcing or purchasing. So we have solved it by actually calculating which product groups we need to add to our warehouse. And when one of the purchasers get a quote, let's say for large red Afghan rugs, he would need to see what's the turnover of this specific group of products, and also see the expected depletion time of the current stock we have, and see if sales of that product group is increasing or decreasing over time, as well as the prices that we have, the prices we have paid for that product group earlier on. And in our platform, he can easily get this data with just a few clicks. And this doesn't only make his work easier and faster, but it also gives better quality on the decisions. So when your business is growing, it makes sense to automate more and more stuff. Like I told you in the beginning, we just had a few orders every day. There was really no automation needed. But as we have grown, we have automated more and more. And probably in the future, we will even make more automatizations. So if we lend ourselves to the future, I'm quite sure that more and more will get automated. We will use AI-like systems to be able to automate more and more complex tasks. And the next big step for us is actually to go into the physical world with automation and invest in an automated warehouse system. That's basically like a big jukebox for pallets. So instead of a person having to go to the specific pallet to pick carpet, the pallet comes to the person picking. And of course that gives a much more efficient workflow. And we have also started to repack and modularize our own platform to be able to sell it to external customers. And the platform contains all the accumulated knowledge on how to automate common e-commerce tasks. And it also have an API so that we can add more functionality that's specific for a new customer. And as we see it, that is also an optimization for us, because that way we can share the cost of further developing the platform with others that share the same needs. So if you have any questions to me or is interested in knowing more about our platform, please send me an email, or you can visit the site vistaecom.com to sign up to get to know more. Thank you.
So, thank you so much, Ludvig, for sharing what you know about program and how you run your business. We're going to let you go now, so we can continue the stage. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody, give Ludvig another round of applause. Thank you.